So. This is definitely looking like a TM clone. An air seal though. Springs attached to that. It's got one little thing there. It had LT2 grease in, but it's got plastic 6mm bushings. So we are not going to be using the LT2 grease. We are going to be using not that, because that shit rots plastic. I did not chrono this, so I'm going to assume it's going to be around the 280 mark anyway. I have filed off the crap that was on the back of there. These gears were not shimmed at all. I believe there was one shim on the bottom of this, but no shims at all. And that is because the tolerance is so thin that I've just about put shims on it, which is fine, you know. If you can get away with minimal shims and it's not sounding like a shite, then that's great. I did have to change out the level because this one just wouldn't even let me put 0.1s on either side. This one has let me put 0.1s on either side, which that is as perfectly shimmed as I think one can get without it causing any problems. I can proper press down on that and I'm barely touching it. We'll do my very easy movement on that. I'm going to run it with the plastic bushings. As long as it doesn't sound like it's going to go kaboom and the power is, we'll aim for 280 TM style, then it should be fine. Otherwise, I might have to get some steel bushings for that. For now, we'll go as is and see how it gets on. I have converted that. It's easy enough. Is a TI in there with a quantum, and I have to decide with the top bit. There's two ways this can go. I can either assemble it like you do if you put a full gearbox in an ICS. So you basically put the gearbox in and then assemble that on top. That does mean that if you want to change anything to do with the hop unit, you're going to have to take all this apart. Or we basically take that off and then it'll slide on. Easy enough to just, there you go. I could possibly leave, you know, a little bit, so that does help somewhat to keep that braced. But that would make it, you know, the more modern design where you slide it on. And it does make it a little bit more convenient. So, methinks I might do that one. And then possibly I might see if I can attach some tabs on the inside of here. Or outside or whatever. So then that braces against that. So it just replaces the job that does. Yeah, we'll see. Like, the plastic itself is pretty decent. Don't feel cheap. We'll see. We'll see. This is one of those experiments. Trigger. Yes. Sector. Yes. Semi. Auto. Yo. And save. Nice! Currently looking something like that. Can always put some black shrink wrap or something on there just to hide that. Or purple. I have essentially, you'll notice, that is now braced in. I removed the clips, so then now this can slide on and off like a normal AR. And I have added 2 pins, old school method, 2 pins in the back here. And bent them just a little bit in, so when that goes through, that braces on there. Good stuff. I am currently going to chrono this. I'm expecting 280, which, so long as it fires fine, that's all we want. We want the performance. If there's a performance of a TM for a TM clone, then, or a possible TM clone. I do need to fuck about with different motors just to see which one cycles the best. Something like that. So, I have decided on a Bolt high torque motor, which sounded terrible in the Bolt, but sounds good in this. And that's on a 7.4. So let's do a 9.9. And 11.1. Oh yeah. That burst is definitely better on the 11.1, but it's absolutely fine on everything else. So let's chrono it then. I'll put the 7.4 on. Boop. That is 2 5s, 7 4. Oh, 0.94 joules, 0.92, 0.93, 0.94, 0.94, 0.96, 0.97, 0.98, 0.98, and 0.93. 0.93 to 0.98. That sounds quite nice. So, 0.93 to 0.98. 0.93 is 316. 0.98 is 324. Round up 325. So it's 324.79. So, good. 10 FPS lenience. That's pretty damn good to say. It hasn't got any upgrade compression parts in there. Yes. So, let's see how it shoots. And then this one's done. Yeah. Yeah. Blend it in. Cool. That is done. It did go a little bit, you know, triggers broom kind of thing. Because externally, I have changed that bit. Technically, I've changed this. But to be fair, it didn't have a front end. And the front end of this SRC, everything's just like a little bit shorter. So without modding the other front end anyway, it wouldn't fit one of these on because it literally comes up to here instead. Meh. Happy with this. Sounds nice, shoots nice, good power. Yeah.